Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a love reading for Aries, February 2020. If this does resonate with you and you would like your own personal custom reading, hit that link in the description box down below. This is book your own personal reading. Also, if you want to be featured in my next video, and if I forget to say who is featured in the next video, I'll just feature you down below in the comments. So anyways, if you want to be featured in the next videos, hit that notification bell and say notification squad down below. If you don't want to say notification squad, just hit that notification bell, get the notifications when I upload, you'll be informed. So without further ado, also, I'm trying to gather my thoughts here. A 10-minute reading for $10 if you're interested in that. And I think that's about it. Negative, positive feedback doesn't matter to me. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Yeah. If you want a spread, happy Valentine's Day for you, Aries. I went on a whole thing. I was like, what am I saying? Shuffling it 3 times in a row, you know how I do. You know how I do. Alright, so what is the present situation? We're going to do like a Celtic cross type of situation without doing the cross, but it's just like the questions that I usually ask when I do the Celtic cross. But anyways, what is the present situation? What is the present situation in your love life? What is the present situation in your love life? What is the present situation in your love life? So presently what's going on is that somebody does not want to receive emotion. Somebody does not want to take this cup of love that is being offered to them. So this could be representing of you giving a cup of love to somebody. This could be representing of somebody giving a cup of love to you. But either or, it represents somebody not want to accept something, you know. And or it could also represent missed opportunity of some sort. So maybe you know, it is a missed opportunity if you like try to give somebody a cup of love and they didn't want to take it at the moment in time, and now they want to take a cup of love because what I'm trying to say. Basically, you know how some people are like, hey, let me give you a cup of love. And then the person's like, nah, I don't want it. And then later on, they're like, hey, what's up? So let's be representing of that too. Yeah, and there's cups of love down here representing, you know, maybe more than one offer on the table for this individual, for you or this other individual. But to sum the whole thing up, somebody is offering something and somebody does not want to take it. So what else is presently going on? What else is presently going on? What else is presently going on? Somebody is crying over spilled milk. So what does crying over spilled milk mean, you say? Well, thank you for asking. It means that somebody is somebody's upset about something that has happened in the past that cannot be undone. So therefore, you know, it happened. You can't go back and undo it, so you're just gonna have to accept things for how they are. So somebody's really upset and contemplating on the fact that these cups are like falling over. The cups of love are just gone, but there's opportunity behind them that they're not really paying attention to or looking at. So this could be representing of either you and or either you or somebody else in the situation, and so you think, hey, what's good? You know, why is nobody accepting my cup of love? Because maybe somebody's upset about something that happened in the past, and vice versa with you. And this is the main central theme. So if you're trying to hit up somebody in the past and be like, or somebody right now, and they're like, hey, I'm upset and I can't get over this, that, and the other, and they don't accept your cup of love, it's because they're upset about something that happened. Therefore, they're holding grudges, basically. And or you can hold grudges. It's either or. So what else is presently going on? What else is presently going on? What else is presently going on? Presently, what's happening is there's a tower moment. What the tower moment means is that something has happened suddenly and that cannot be changed or anything. Something out of the reach of your grasp, I guess. You could say the universe just put something there and they're just like exploding the whole situation, right? And so tower represents something that you cannot control. And perhaps maybe this could be representing of somebody, you know, feeling upset about something or magically disappearing or ghosting you or something along those lines. But something sudden has happened that's causing a situation with you in your love life currently right now. So what are the blockages? What are the blockages? What are the blockages? What are the blockages? It seems like you're having a blockage pertaining to taking a leap of faith towards something here. And so what does that mean? So basically, this could be representing of you trying to go towards an option and You're just like, do I want to take this leap of faith? This is going to be worth it to me. Is it a good thing to do this, or is it not a good thing to do this? You're trying to weigh your options, and you're really thinking about what is the best course of action here. And so you're trying to move towards a direction that will be best, and you're having problems taking a leap of faith towards something. To sum it up. What else is a blockage? What else is a blockage? What else is a blockage? Well, what else is a blockage is that somebody is having issues here pertaining to the Knight of Pentacles here. So the Knight of Pentacles can represent three things. First, it represents a person, an action, and or both. So pertaining to an action, the Knight of Pentacles is somebody that is a little bit older, somebody that is somebody that's a little bit older, somebody that is like in their mid, age group. They've been around the block a little bit. And so, so there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. If you hear that, just ignore it. It's kind of, it's like really just bam, So anyways, the Knight of Pentacles is somebody that's a little bit older, and has been around the block. And what does this mean? This card means movement towards something. This also is a Pentacles. It is a earth sign energy, which is Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. So this could be representing of somebody that you're trying to pursue, or somebody completely different coming out of the sidelines, like, hey, what's up? So, somebody's trying to offer long-term commitment, but in this card it represents somebody's kind of barely moving at all. It's like they're not moving at all. They're just like really thinking and contemplating with what are earth signs. Earth signs, basically, they do a lot of analyzing. They overthink things. I mean, they think things, they overanalyze sometimes. Not necessarily a bad thing. If you're a Quash Watcher, please forgive me. But they overanalyze. They think they're very analytical. So, they're very calculated type people. So therefore, what this card represents is somebody is taking a really long time to kind of observe the situation and make the right decisions. Because they're like, I gotta make sure this is good. So this is a blockage. I went on a whole tangent, but this is a blockage of the situation. So it could be representing of somebody having, the person that you're trying to go towards is having issue giving you long-term commitment, going towards that, with that. And or this could be representing of somebody completely self-lane, interfering, with like, hey, what's up, So this is the main central theme. What else is a blockage? What else is a blockage? What else is a blockage? Move my pen out of the way. So it seems like there is a lot of confusing options happening here. And nothing really quite seems like what it's presenting itself. So what that means is that you have a lot of options. You have a lot of cups of love. You have a lot of things kind of presenting themselves, but it doesn't quite seem to be right. So this could represent somebody like the person you're interested in, the person that you're thinking about. They're giving you, they're doing one thing but then doing another thing, and it's kind of like going off of something. They're like, what? Something is off with the situation here. And so you're trying to figure out what's going on, basically, and it's not really presenting itself in a way that could make sense to you. And so you're doing a lot of thinking and contemplating about that, because you're like, hey, what's this, So this is another blockage that you're facing, because you're trying to figure out what is real and what is not. Okay, what are your strengths? What are your strengths? What are your strengths? Your strengths. So the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, it seems. Things may be kind of going all over the place and kind of being a little bit hectic for you. However, things are going to move in a more positive direction as you move along, as you get older, as things kind of progress in your life. And so your strength is that, you have karma on your side. The Wheel of Fortune is like, whoa, it's going to be good and positive and going in a direction that will be positive for you. What else is your strength? What else is your strengths? What else are your strengths? It seems like you have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a good strength to have, because you're offering long-term commitment. You are like, hey, when you want to be together, here's a long-term commitment. Here's a pentacle for you, You're very committed. You want to lay down the foundation for something to be serious. And so therefore you kind of hand it out, and you're first to do that. And this is the main central theme with that. So it seems like you're loyal as an individual. What else are your strengths? What else are your strengths? What else are your strengths? Ooh, this is interesting because it isn't necessarily a negative card. However, I feel like you have the strength to move on. You know, you have the strength to pick yourself back up. When people leave you out in the cold, when people neglect you and then abandon you, you have the ability to just be like, all right, this hurts, but I'm going to move along and I'm going to go in a positive direction and try my very best to be positive with this and move along, you know, with my pentacle. You know, you're going to pick yourself up and go in a positive direction. So yeah, the thing is, being left out in the cold, you can just move on. You're like, okay, I got kicked to the side, so let me just pick myself up and let's keep going. All right, so what is the past? What was the past? What was the past? What was the past? So what happened in the past? It seems like you were doing a lot of thinking and contemplating about different things here. You were doing a lot of soul searching pertaining to the situation that you were in the past, and you had to find yourself. You had to find what was best for you, what was going to go in a positive direction for you, and so you were thinking, okay, this is that. So you were doing a lot of soul searching and a lot of deep analyzation of everything around you. Okay, what else happened in the past? What else happened in the past? What else happened in the past? Well, what else happened in the past? There was a lot of fast-moving messages back and forth here. So what that represents is that somebody was doing a lot of talking. Perhaps maybe there's arguments going on, a lot of passionate arguments. This could also represent somebody was doing a lot of there was a communication error, because, you know, this could also represent that too. So either somebody was talking a lot, somebody was doing a lot of talking and communicating, or somebody was just completely just cutting you off, just like, no, I don't want to talk anymore, I just want to cut all communication. So either or, that was happening in the past, and this is the main central theme. So a little bit of a checkup before I continue. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonates with you and you would like to get your own personal reading, if this doesn't resonate with you and you'd like you to get your own personal reading, click the link in the description box down below. Quick advert. Also, if this does resonate with you, because it can, please let me know what's going on down in the comments. It can be very therapeutic for you to like kind of let out what's going on in your head, what's going on in your mind, because I know a lot of people are like, oh God, I'm upset about this and I'm upset about that, and, you know, I understand, and it could be, you know, good to just talk about it a little bit. So I always read, you know, like the comments and stuff, and so I understand and I appreciate everybody. So give a happy, wonderful community. If you see somebody in the comments also going through something, you know, feel free to let people know that you're there for them. Anyways, going back to the past. What happened in the past? What else happened in the past? What else happened in the past? So it seems like there was some type of strength that you had to gain within yourself, within the situation. You were like, oh, you know, this is happening and I have to find the strength within myself to move on in a more positive direction. And so that's what you were doing. You were trying to gain the strength, gain the perspective of a different perspective, do a lot of soul searching, and kind of resolve yourself in more positive a way. Okay, so what is the head of the matter? What is the thing, the main grand scheme of this whole thing? What is the head of the matter? 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 Okay, so it seems that the head of the matter is wish fulfillment, wish happiness, being fulfilled in your wishes when it comes to your emotional wish fulfillment, basically. And so it seems like you're trying to gain emotional wish fulfillment from somebody, or you're trying to trying to gain it and or trying to give emotional fulfillment to somebody or something, you know? So basically the head of the matter is you're trying to be happy emotionally. At the end of the day, you know, you want to have love, you want to have commitment, you want to have passion, you just want to be happy, right? So what else is the head of the matter? What else is the head of the matter? What else is the head of the matter? So it seems like there's something repetitive going on, like over and over and over and over again, and it's pertaining to long-term commitment, and it's quite repetitive, and this is the main central theme of it. So something repetitive is happening within the situation that's causing you to have like some type of, you know, you're kind of like, oh God, you know. So basically, there's something repetitive going on. Perhaps maybe there's a relationship that you're trying to get involved with, and it's kind of getting repetitive because it's not working out in your favor. Or perhaps maybe there's something going on that you're in a current relationship, and something is kind of like causing there's some issues, and you're just like, you know, something repetitive is happening. It's kind of getting too much. So what else is the head of the matter? What else is the head of the matter? What else is the head of the matter? It seems like somebody you feel really backstabbed, you feel hurt, you feel like there's something going on pertaining to, pain related to somebody close to you, kind of hurting you and doing something negative and causing a lot of issues and harm. Right. So, what are your hopes and your fears? What are your hopes and fears? What are your hopes and fears? What are your hopes and fears? Hit this one. So your hopes and fears, this could mean almost one thing really, but basically the death card represents something needs to end to have a new beginning, right? And so maybe you are afraid to end something to have a new beginning. Perhaps maybe you're just not quite ready for something new, and or if you're trying to work out the relationship, perhaps maybe you're afraid of it ending, and maybe you're afraid they're gonna move on to somebody else and leave you in the dust, right? So it could be representing of a couple of different things, but you're afraid ultimately of death. I mean, I guess ultimately everybody is afraid of death to a certain degree, but ultimately it is the death card, something ending and you're afraid of, and you're afraid of something moving on or having a new beginning could be hopeful. So what else are your hopes and fears? What else are your hopes and fears? What else are your hopes and fears? So it seems like your hopes and fears pertaining to friendships, or perhaps maybe you're hopeful to have a lot of friends be there for you, to have celebration, emotional support from friends and family and everybody, and to have celebration. This is the main central theme. So I'm assuming it could be fearful. You're fearful of, I guess, friends, but it could also be more on the more hopeful side of having some emotional support be there for you. And what else is your hopes and fears? What else is your hopes and fears? What else is your hopes and fears? This is the Page of Cups. Page of Cups can represent somebody having messages of love. So this is messages of love being received or given to somebody, so that you're maybe fearful or hopeful of messages of love being received. This could also be representing of like a person, but pertaining to you specifically, it's not a person. I mean, unless it is somebody kind of coming left field, kind of messing stuff up between you and your relationship. It really represents, Page of Cups. You want emotional support, emotional love, messages of that. So what is the outcome here? What is the outcome? What is the outcome? What is the outcome? Okay, so the outcome, it seems like you're going to be feeling really beat up and burdened. You're going to feel quite defeated in the situation, and it's going to take some emotional toll on you, and it's going to be a lot of emotional stuff going on, right? So what else is the outcome? What else is the outcome? What else is the outcome? But you're going to move into calmer waters as things are kind of rocky right now. It's like kind of on the, you're freaking out about it right now, but you're going to move into calmer waters, and you're doing a lot of thinking and contemplating about the situation overall as a whole, and this is the main central theme. So what else is the outcome? What else is the outcome? What else is the outcome? You are having a wish and a hope coming to fruition. You're wishing and hoping for things to be in a more positive vibe, and so wish and hope will go towards something, basically. And so what is the advice that we give you? Because we're going pretty far in the video. I was like, 15-minute video, yeah. Nope. Okay, so the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So with that being said, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just let go of the past, let go of things that are causing you a lot of issues. Try to move in a more positive direction, and you'll see improvement with that. And just kind of follow a new path that's being laid out for you, and just have faith in it. Just have faith in yourself. Have faith in the higher power. Basically, whatever you believe in, just follow it. And the universe has put you on a path where it's gonna bring new possibilities, basically. So with that being said, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. If this does resonate with you and you'd like your personal custom reading, click the link in the description box down below. If you want to see more videos like this one, hit that notification bell. Also, YouTube has recommended something for you. I've recommended something for you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Good luck in your endeavors. Love you to death. Happy Valentine's Day.